What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about B3 base token today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. So I've got some explaining to do, and I think I know where I went wrong in yesterday's video. I was just watching it to refresh my head, right? I know that I said hodl and chill. Even if it was to go lower, the idea of yesterday was hold, buy more, if anything, right? It's about to recover. It's about to pump. But I did say, and I paused it right here, I was looking at my video, I was talking about the price going down to the golden ratio here. And I'm looking at it B3 on crypto. And this is where I think I went wrong. B3 on crypto. We go here, I'm on the Coinbase chart. If I pull the low to the high here, we did find support at the golden ratio. Even if I take the actual low down here, we found support right on the golden ratio. You know what I mean? So whenever I do this, however, on the crypto chart, and I take it from this low to that high, we didn't hit the golden ratio. So it's a difference of price on the charts. I feel betrayed. It's okay. I should have known, right? Because it is such a new coin. I should have probably looked at one of the exchanges that has more volume, Coinbase. It makes sense. But what I'm trying to say, beyond my antics and beyond just basically trying to apologize, I guess, for or explaining why I was wrong yesterday. Besides trying to cover my ass, I guess is what I'm doing. I want to talk about where the price is going to go. A lot of you are probably wondering, is this a bounce? Is it a dead cat bounce? Are we going lower? Is this the real thing? Are we getting ready to go higher? I want to answer that question. If that sounds good to you, hit the like button, subscribe, you guys. Let's get into this video. Okay, so looking at the 4-hour time frame, looking at the RSI, what you've done effectively is you've gotten overbought, you came back down and you bounced off the 40. You bounced off the 40. You rejected the 60. So by the way of the RSI, at least the 4-hour RSI, there's no definite answer as to if you're going higher or lower yet. Whenever you're ping-ponging between the 40 and the 60, you likely are just going to continue to do that until you pick a side. Hopefully it's to the upside. If it's to the downside, whatever, we can go from there as well. But if I had to guess, I would think you're moving to the upside, because whenever you moved up here, you had decent volume. Whenever you consolidated and you're moving down, you died off in volume. And then as you got to the end of your consolidation phase, you broke out with breakout volume. You increased in volume. This is rather indicative, to me at least, as an analyst. I've been doing this for over 8 years, you guys. To me, this indicates that we are not going lower. We're done going low. That was the low here. You're right at your golden ratio. Of course it's the low. Don't listen to this guy. He was wrong. He was using the wrong chart. Listen to me. I'm using the right chart here, okay? I'm telling you, we are likely going to be moving up higher from here. Now, if we take the low to the high, you see the golden ratio, you're finding resistance now at the 382 area. It's very common to do this exact thing, you guys. Go from the golden ratio to the 382 for resistance, back to the 0.5 for support, and then up. It's very, very normal stuff to do. It's even normal to go back to the golden ratio. If we go back down, it's totally fine. I don't think that we will. I think that we continue from here. But essentially, actually, if I could surmise my thoughts on this right now, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, I think this kind of looks like an inverse head and shoulders pattern, right? If you look at it for what it is, you've got the left shoulder here, you've got the head, you've got the right shoulder that you're forming now, bouncing off the golden ratio, being productive in your fibs. You look like you want to rip all the way up to about 1.4 cents. You're at 0.0095 right now, so just below 1 cent. I think you're going to see more of this move come out today, and you could even go higher. By the way of the fibs, whenever you hit your golden ratio and then you get above your 236, normally, not always, it's maybe 30% of the time, if you get above here, you can still go down and go lower. But almost always, whenever you bounce off the golden ratio and you get above the 236, you are cleared for higher targets than where you started your retracement from, right? So getting above 1.37 cents equals new all-time highs. That's what I'm saying. You're at 0.0095 right now. You get a day to close above 1.37 cents. You get 2 4-hour periods in a row to close above 1.37 cents. I don't know which one comes first, either 2 4-hour candles or 1 daily candle, but either one of those brings significance, in my opinion, enough to believe that you will see new all-time highs. And inevitably, I think you will see new all-time highs. But this, again, breaking above this line, this 236 at 1.37 cents, it indicates rather immediately that you're going to be looking for new all-time highs, because again, you validated that this is your low. If that's your low, what are you spending time in here for anymore? You're going to go up, man. It's very clear. Not only that, but where you found support here was basically right at prior areas of resistance back here. It doesn't look like it's so much on this chart, but if you use the chart that this guy, I don't even know what this guy's doing over here, but if you use the chart that this guy was using from a low to a high, or no, not on the fib basis, where you found support here actually does come in line with these areas of resistance. So I don't know which one's the right one to use, but I'm going to go back to Coinbase because the fibs seem to be more accurate here, okay? I really do believe you're going to move up higher. I don't know where I don't know when you'll be above these highs, but given your current trajectory, the end of this week, which we just started, right? You look at the weekly time frame, we have 6 days, 20 hours left. So the end of this week comes in all the way over here, right? That's it. That's the beginning of next week. That line would be the candle. Call me crazy. I would think, being that you moved up this fast before, maybe you move up this fast, maybe you move up slower. But I would think, even at the slow pace, you will be at prices above 2.5 cents by the end of this week. That's my thoughts. Okay. If not, if not by the end of this week, then maybe what you do, maybe I'm jumping ahead of the gun and maybe you consolidate a little bit more, something like that, and then going into next week you break out. But I don't know, man. I mean, you'd have to move up pretty slow. You'd have to move up very slow if to not at least be at new all-time highs by the end of this week. So I really do. I think by the end of this week you'll be at new all-time highs. I'm thinking 2.5 cents or higher. You're at 0.009 now, so that's phenomenal, man. In a very short amount of time, I might have to put some. I keep finding all these plays. I don't know what to do with myself, man. I don't know. I really don't know. How do you guys do this in crypto, man? I've been here for 8 years and I don't even know what to decide on doing, right? There's so many options that looks so juicy right now. This thing definitely looks like it wants to do a 2.5 over a 2.5x in a very short amount of time. Hell, man, I wouldn't be surprised if this happened tomorrow or the next day, like let alone by the end of the week. If it doesn't happen by the end of the week, certainly sometime next week and going into the end of the month, I think that we progress higher. This thing wants to fly. It really does. The minimum target is 2.5 cents. The maximum target of the primary zone is 3.5 cents. Okay, so 2.5 to 3.5 cents. You get above the golden ratio and you gain access to the secondary zone, which is the 1886 to the 2618, and that takes you to about 4.5 cents to about 9 cents. Okay, so 9 cents would be roughly from here just about a 10x. You're just below a 10x there. You could go higher. It's possible. The highest I'd give you by the end of this move would be, maybe like an 11x, a 12x, maybe even a 15x. And those are some high numbers, but most likely you do something that's between a 9.5x, in my opinion, to a 4.7x. And I think this is going to happen in a very short amount of time. And when I say by the end of this next move, I don't even think this is by the end of March, you guys. This could all be by the end of February that you achieve this. By the end of March, you could be going up a lot higher. But there's a lot of potential in this coin. There's absolutely a lot of potential in this coin. I suggest that anybody who wants to invest in it, you read about it, you figure out what it is. You have to be able to tell a random stranger what this coin does, right? Tell them about the tokenomics. Tell them why you like it. If you can't do that, you shouldn't invest in any project. You should at least know what it does. That way, if when you buy something and you hear some guy on YouTube tell you it's going to go up, and then you buy it and it goes down, that way you don't panic sell at the bottom where it's at a nice double low. You have some kind of conviction toward it. You understand what it is, you understand the fundamental values, and that this little drop is nothing, and it actually be just an opportunity to buy more of this coin that you bought because you like the fundamentals, you like the reasoning, you like what it does, right? And I'm not going to tell you what it does. I'm not going to bring that. I'm just the chart guy. I'm the chart monkey. If you want to invest in this thing, I encourage you to do that research for yourself. Do your own research. Always do your own research, right? Not financial advice, but do your own research. All that being, all that aside, all the semantics aside, I really do think that 3.5 cents or higher is something that's on the table by the end of this month, which gets me really excited to see how much higher we could be by the end of March, you guys, because I expect crypto to pump through. I think March is going to be the beginning of the alt season. People are going to remember it one of two ways, and it's going to happen one of two ways. Either the end of February or the beginning of March. That is when we started our alt season. It's going to be more obvious in months from now, but that's what's happening, okay? We're at a $205 million market cap right now on B3. I just want to make sure, because I feel like it was lower. Maybe I've looked through so many projects, I could just be misremembering. I just want to make sure. Here, hold on. Did the market cap go up? No, it looks the same. Okay, good. So no, it didn't. I just know that it's got a fully diluted valuation that's a lot higher. And to my knowledge, from what I've read about this token, there's no unlocks happening until, what the hell is this annoying stuff over here? There's no unlocks happening until a year from now, essentially, at the end of this cycle. But B3, let's go get bullish on B3 before it's too late. Not financial advice, just saying. Sounds like me, man. Yeah, not financial advice. I'm just saying. No, that's funny. That's actually a funny. Before it's too late. I like that. Moon shooting boots. 16 followers, man. That I would follow you, but I don't follow anything on Coin. Will it let me? Let's see if I can do it right now. No, see, I gotta create. I don't want to create anything on this. The less stuff I have signed up, the less emails I get. Right. Anyways, enough about me, guys. I think B3 being at a $202 million market cap really does set it up to see some phenomenal growth. To see a 10x from here would be at about a $2 billion market cap. That is quite the milestone to achieve, especially for a coin that just came out. I don't want to get too crazy with this thing. I know that we're talking about prices that are already at, potentially a 10x from here, which would be about a $2 billion market cap. Okay, 10x. Wasn't it a 10x that we were talking about? Yeah, just below a 10x. That'd be around a $2 billion market cap. I don't want to talk about prices higher than that. Okay, until I see how you interact, and likely you don't even do a 10x because 10x would be 2 billion. Maybe you see a 5x because that's at 1 billion, and that is a nice psychological level of resistance. Puts you at your 1886. Actually, with that logic, I'm very confident that you probably do stop at about 4.5 to 5 cents. You could go higher, you could, but you probably do stop around there, and then by the end of March, maybe from there you could see another 10x. Maybe by the end of March you're at 40 cents, but I don't feel comfortable really talking about anything too much above 9 cents. I don't feel comfortable talking about anything above 9 cents until I see how we interact with this area and then how we interact with 9 cents itself. So I will keep you guys posted. I'll continue to talk about this thing. This thing's definitely got my attention for good reason. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy. Bye-bye.